nut. Most important thing in my life is right here. And guess what? You got a satanic evil homeless guy. Oh my God! I just recorded. I heard me yelling at him. All right, so let me stay focused, friends. You know, I just gotta watch him because he's a problem. All right. So here's the thing. This whole adventure started in Boulder, Colorado. And I gotta calm down for me. This guy just got my emotions up. This right here is a rabbit. This whole journey of me becoming spiritual and maybe awaken to the truths. Do you know there's a creator to these stories, to the rabbit hole, to the Jack in the Box? Began in Boulder, Colorado. There's a long story behind that. I left in another video that there was a shooting. And the guy, I'd never seen a shooting before, and he dies inside a place called the Rabbit. Like Alice in Wonderland. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get all my thoughts are here. So give me time. If you don't like this, then I'm sorry, you have to watch this. Because I'm doing this my personal recording. I'm letting everything go all these years. It's been a journey. Okay, so here's the deal. Here is a rabbit. Right here. You know Alice in Wonderland? That's what I went through. I went all the way in that rabbit hole, trying to find the creator, find the truth. What's our reality? God. Talked to all the churches. Talked to CIA agents, KBG, everybody, right? Because when I was in Wilcox and that shooting happened, former wife, you know, I tell people run down the streets, and I don't want to leave the whole thing there because I just want you to understand that it taking me too long to explain the whole thing. I saw three different objects, which gave me a warning. I was going to be shot and killed. And I stopped and froze. I didn't go across the streets. You can look it up. There's a case in Boulder. Hadn't shot 8 years. And it happened at a moment when I was donating, because very wealthy. I was going to donate a piano to a street musician at 12 o'clock that night, standing there on the corner. It says, well, one condition you'll make to make money to help to teach children. You can charge money to possibly for schooling, you know, like piano classes, but no making money. I said I want that to be a free donation for me. The keyboard was worth $20,000. Yamaha. Picked it up in Utah. First time I've even been to the Mormon church. And the whole thing's like a movie. Well, anyway, so I want to stay focused on this because this is today. And what'll blow your mind is, standing at 13th Pearl when this all happened, and a guy dies. He runs into a rabbit. His friend, one of his best friends, had shot him, shooting bullets, and shot and killed him. And he dives into it, and I watched this unfold, and thought it's terrorist and running for my life, and telling the wife to run, and all these other things, right? Well, anyway, so there's the rabbit, right? So your God gave me a warning, saying, man, don't walk across the street with a shot and killed because they were running down the street. And I would have been head on with these bullets when the guy was firing. So I froze before the moment because I said something's going to happen. A couple of spirit, God. I said, man, something big's going to happen. I felt it for over an hour, half an hour there. I kept trying to avoid going to that area even because I felt it. Boy, timing was just right there. And then I saw three things. I think I see 3 pylon cones. I saw 3 things. I saw a bunch of 3s, which there's something magical about 3s. I'll explain it later. Okay. 3s are very important. You know the side on the mountain knows 3 is very important. It's a warning sign. Can we go to our bad? 3 3s. Something really big is going to happen better, right? 4 3s. I've seen once. Boy, that's supposed to be beyond your imagination. Something big, really big. So anyway, I'm going to stay focused. Saw 3 3s. Here we have the rabbit. Okay. And the color blue is part of heaven. Is when the colors that we recognize, that I do, that it's something good, trusting, faithful, pure blue. And I don't know why. I didn't know in the Matrix it talks about blue versus the pillars, green or red or whatever. I don't know. Blue's always been important to me. Look at the colors on there. Oh, you probably can't see it. A little down, see it's blue. I'm gonna zoom in there. So this is gonna be long because I need to really take this and analyze this from my own being, okay? I'm actually taking photos, I'm sorry. So you might want to skip through or whatever, because I have got to think this through, because my reality, and you probably have a situation where your reality depends on the things you grew up, things that have been around you, everything as well. So this is about Kirk's story. And then God, your creator, created a story, a book. Include me on a good part of this. I'll always thank him for this. I mean, it's just so unreal. It goes so deep. So here is the blue thing, okay? And I'll talk a little bit about this, because I'm trying to really study this. What is interesting too is, look, this thing was actually controversial, this rabbit. On the left here, it's got a hole in the leg. Really? Why? On the right leg, just a normal thing here, right? There's also a window. So in the back, rear end of the hole. Really? Doesn't make sense to me right now. Okay? Then you got the medallion here with two things spiking down. Okay? Right? There's something that I talked to in another video I'm actually going to upload maybe before this or after, I'm not sure. Depends on how much I can cover this. We always know that the left eye is supposed to be like the Illuminati, the evil, the dark, the bad eye, the patch. Well, look at this rabbit. Left eye is gone. It's closed. Sometimes it's tearing, whatever. And look, below there, it's open. So the light's shining through. I just noticed this. From above, below. Interesting. Not sure what that means. Heaven above, heaven below, I don't know. Okay. But there's more to this. See, so the right eye. Wait, I'm actually getting this wrong. Look. The right eye. I got this wrong. No, I'm sorry. Look at this. Where's the actual eye? See? Down below. So you got the ears. See, I was thinking that this is the right eye. That's the left. But actually, right here might be the actual eye of the head. So the left eye is actually open. Open to evil, open to good. You're seeing it. I mean, sorry, yeah, the left eye here. Sorry, I meant the left. Left if you're the rabbit. And then the right eye is closed. So you can see all the evil. Whoa. See, normally I expect the right eye to be open and then the left closed. Okay, so this is reverse, this is light. Okay, so I have to think about that. But what's really interesting is we always talk about the eyes only, but look, the top up here, you've got the left ear that's open and listening. The right ear is closed. You're kidding me. But then we got this inverted thing where lower here, maybe it's the eyes, you know. I'm gonna have to look at this to think about this. Because, you know, look here at the angle here on the side profile. I guess that lower area would not be the eye necessarily. And hard to believe that. I have a hard time doing this. So I think those are supposed to be the eyes above. And the hole is to let the light through. Okay. That's what it is. So those are not the eyes. That hole. So I do have it right. Sorry, I'm just overthinking this. Okay, so you have the eye here, right there. The left eye is closed, like you said. The right eye is open. Okay, lights to shine through. Maybe show the darkness, light the darkness, so you see the evil. And that's what happened. I didn't realize how evil the earth is. Oh my God, it makes sense. I never realized how filthy and evil this earth was. I was in a bubble. I knew some things here and there, but nothing so grotesque and deep and dark. Huh. Wow. Had no idea. Even for the Mandela effect. This one's way worse. But even on the old earth, there is a lot of bad stuff I discovered. Okay? Mandela effect is 10 times worse. This earth is way more filthy. Oh. So anyway, The blue medallion. I don't know. I'm asking the creator if he can put something in there that would give me more clarity. I've asked the creator, even the Lord, and he asked even Satan to give me more information. If they don't mind, please, the angel architects, of what is happening here, because this is so much to me. Okay, so I'm taking photos of that. Okay, now I'm going to read what the practice is. This is actually was controversial. Okay, now the one-eyed Jack was put here in 2018. I believe that shooting was 4 years ago, 4.5. No, it was 2016. Yeah, 2016. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And it was in the springtime, I believe. So there's a kitty cat. Kitty cat! Oh my God! No! 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 God! The cat! The cat almost got hit. That was a damn close one. I almost had to watch that. Yeah, it really killed me. 2016. One-eyed Jack is put here in 2018, so that would have been after Mandela effect. We think we narrowed it down in 2015, 2016. You know, some people said they saw it earlier. Could have been because history ripped behind them and they've seen the changes in their timeline, but it doesn't matter. We know that the first Google search for Mandela effect was around 2015, I think, fall. I became awake from the Mandela effect, one of the first ones in this reality of mine, 2016, because I couldn't even find any information on Mandela effect. I searched and scoured when John F. Kennedy, when it's 4 versus 6, you could not find any information. Zero. Someone said it's quantum change, things like this, right? So this Fiona Broom said 2012. She's out. No, she did not. No, she's a liar. So anyway, it doesn't matter, okay? So you got this one-eyed Jack, which I'm going to take a photo of, right? And I talked about Jack in the Box in the other video. So you got the one-eyed Jack. Yeah, you were Jack in the Box, or Jill, if you're a lady. So the one-eyed Jack, see, it's right there. It's about Jack. Got to get out of this. Augmented reality experience. Well, that's kind of like our Earth, is it not? We're living in a part artificial and partly flesh material world, like the simulation in the Matrix. You know, even Elon Musk said we're living in a simulation. And it is kind of like augmented reality. So I'm going to take a photo and read this later, because I want you to have to look at this. So we're in augmented reality. It's getting more artificial. I mean, seriously, the sun is white. It used to be yellow on Rotel. The skies are polluted and grayish versus nice blue natural. I did other videos where the plants don't even look like they're real anymore. They kind of have a luster to them that looks artificial versus my old reality. They looked very flesh, green, real. I mean, this is a very bad augmented reality we're living in, okay? If it's a simulation, it doesn't matter because you create the computer, the software, whatever, and the storyline, okay? So remember that, right? So it doesn't really matter because I'm here, I'm alive, and so are you. So that's one thing you gotta think. Well, even the hill, like Achilles heel, look at this. The hill is taken out. Really? That is bizarre. It's the whole body structure, okay? Study everything. So the arms, I put my thing here, you know, even the legs, the arms. One's kind of got a thing out, another one's kind of stubby. Why wouldn't you make them the same? See at the bottom there? The foot? The rabbit's foot? Right? Good luck. Okay. I am going to take another photo. Sorry, because I got to keep coming in on this thing. Because I think I've seen some stuff in there, but I'm not sure. Right? During the day, it's different. Okay. All right. And then we need to take this plaque, because this plaque, I read an article that said very controversial. It said scaring children and stuff like this, right? So I'm going to take a photo of this. And this is about the person, the guy, John Randall Nelson. If I could do some research about him to learn more about this whole thing, right? And I'm going to try to zoom in the best I can. And so you're like, well, Kurt, this is long. I'm sorry, I have to do this for myself even. You don't understand my entire world of searching for Lord angels began from that thing, that moment in time. I have to understand the ending of the story. You have to understand the beginning, you know. He even talks about like in scriptures, things you got to understand the end before the beginning. I think the Lord said that. Somebody said that, right? A lot of things you got to understand the beginning before you understand the end. And sometimes you got to understand the end, the beginning. So you got to understand these things, right? It's very important. Okay. So I'm looking here now. This is what's important. See numbers 742, right? I'm going to look at that number because numbers are important as well in this reality. They are very important, right? Not just gematria, but also cauldron. Okay. So, and what really surprised me is that there again it has a bluish, but also has a purple to it. Purple sometimes to me tends to be a little iffy, okay, depending on type of purple, right? Because even the Lord was beaten when he's putting purple in a thing, right? So, and they said it was just to tease him, right? But see, you got the 4-leaf clover, the luck, of course. You got the rabbit luck here, right? And also, I'm Scottish and Irish. So, King James, related to King James, Jesse James. Also, hunters are Irish, and the Belgians are Scottish. So, I guess James is actually English or something, right? So, that is important to me because that's part of my heritage story. That we got a 4-leaf clover area right here, and it's in blue. And blue means a very positive thing to me usually. I can usually trust blue versus other colors, like and even like in nature, like bees. There's old sayings like yellow and black, a friend of Jack, and black and yellow, or there's something like red and black, friend of Jack, black and red, you're dead. So if there's more black and just a little red, you're dead. So there's things about color that your Creator has communicated. You Native Americans, fish, a lot of things you can know by the colors, not always that there's an issue. Right? So, you don't hear. Now, okay. So, we have that, okay? Now, we have Mountain Vista, which is interesting. I just looked at this poll, even. D90113. 311. 911. God, I don't know if I'm thinking this reverse, but I'll think about this, okay? Mountain Vista bike trail. See, you got to understand the whole road's been architected. I told you that. Donald Trump lives on 6th Avenue, of course, right? All these things. There's Biden streets. There's Obama, right? There's a lot of stuff there, okay? So, all right. Public parking in the street is Marshall. Marshall. Let's see, I'm going to zoom up here. Marshall. And here, of course, we got the upside down. For the Mandela effect, we used to have green on top, red on the bottom. Now we have green on bottom, red on top. I mean, just like we went in that rabbit hole and we're upside down here. So there's a Marshall, okay? And then across the street is Indian School. Well, I told people, Dan, this is like a school. It's a horrifying, tough one. If this is a school, a church, a school, that we're here for training to understand duality, hate, love, understand, become more wholesome, and learn these things. I don't know. But that's kind of what my understanding is, that this is a school. And it's a tough one, like in the school of fish, you get it? It's a school where, like fish, trying to learn not to be fish, to be angel fish or whatever, you know what I mean? So there's so many things you can go on this. Now, this guy's out of his mind. I argued with him earlier. He's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, and then guess what? You got the Lady and the Wolf Saloon. Wow. The wolf, you get it? Yeah, wolf, whatever. And I don't know if he's on me or somebody else. I don't care, just ignore him. Lady and the Wolf. I'm going to zoom in on this. Lady and the Wolf Saloon. Salon, sorry. And then you got the wolf. Right? Wolf. Moon. Dark side. Satan. Many things. Beast. Dragon. But wolf is one representation of it. And guess what? 70-50. That's actually interesting, right? Lord's number. 0, you can count that out. Satan wants 50-50. He wants half and half. He said, I want at least half. Kirk, Lord, Father, the rest of you, I want half. I want half of it. He didn't want all, but he said, can we have half? Are you at 50-50? See? All right. So there's the Lord wants half. Right? VIP. Party bike. Okay. Sorry it's so long, but that said, I'm just going to record this. If you have a problem, you can stop it or fast forward it. There's no way I can put barkings because I always use my cell phone. I can't do much good editing. Cell phone, okay? So, got some well, I thought that marigolds are not, they're just bombs. Okay, so there's the rabbit across the street, okay? Got the Marshall up here, the Mandela affected street light. I can't read that number, but anyway. Oh my gosh, I think we got an orb moving. See that? See that bouncing? That's not a shadow. We got an orb. I'm gonna take a photo, see if I can. See, it's bouncing. There's an orb swinging. Now I know you guys think it's lit. It's not. I won't probably stay there. Is an orb floating around. You actually see faces of them. Sometimes I take this. So we got an angel orb or something really. See that green light, how it's holding steady? Now you got a lens flare. Oh, there on the right. But that is, God, that has got to be an orb. Anyway. Now sometimes you have lens flare. Yes, it's true. But these orbs, I've actually looked at my photos and have faces in them. You know what I mean? Wild stuff. Okay. All right. So we have that. Sorry to keep going about that. Orbs is a whole different story. That's another thing that came into effect. I couldn't find anything about orbs. Then after two, that's something else, and orbs start popping up everywhere. So anyway, lady move there, 70-50. Almost got right. Oh, they're racing. That's nice. Showing off our muscles. They think we're real cool. The Scottsdale Barber Shop, right here, red, white, and blue, is actually, that's actually important that barbershops, the reason they had their poles that color, because it used to be, I think it used to be red and green, but I'm not sure, but not that in history, not in Delphi, just true story. But red and blue, red was actually represented blood, and blue was something else, because actually people used to go to the barber shop even for like quick medical stuff back in the day, which you didn't know. And they always talked about red being blood and blue being the other part of the health thing. I'm trying to remember what they said, like veins, or I can't remember. So that's why he had a barber pole. If you wonder what it is, look it up. It's something about medical, about blood and this and that. So it's crazy, right? Tony shoe repair and shoe now. Shoe rare. So remember, sometimes lights will be knocked out when your creator's trying to talk. Not kidding you. I've seen it many times. Shoe rare, right? As I said, you got to believe your creator can control anything around you. Everything, right? So that's why you be thinking of cricket here. Ding ding. Oh, 766. Lord plus 66. Well, that's kind of nice. Not much in the number, some people are, but that's interesting. 766 at the end here, right? 758, 762, whatever. Big red of the desert. I'm not sure if that means a thing. 770, Lord the Lord, two lords. 7070, remove the 0. 714. 14 is an important number to me, by the way, too. 14 and 24. Okay. 7070. Satan, Lord, Satan, Lord. I don't know. Okay. The only thing it talks about there being two brothers of lords. Well, there's a couple of different stories, different ones, different religions. So he said, "Bitch, who cares?" Tony Shoopers. It's 1940. Wow, that thing survived the Mandela effect. Apparently, Scottsdale good to go, open for business. Show your support. Show your support. I just said show your support for Scottsdale businesses. Okay. All right, Tony. Sorry. Barbershop. That's interesting. Don't see many barbershops call them that day, but you just have them today. The poll's thing interesting. I'm still here. All right. I'm looking around. Sorry, because I'm trying to study at the same time I'm doing this to see if there's any markings. Street marking is 1993 concrete. I'm serious. There's a lot of stuff you gotta look at. You know, was it Mandela effect? It changed 1993. Numbers. I used to scare all the time. Actually, there's a story behind that the Lord and creating all of them, the angels know that I'm constantly looking at the ground up and down even before it became very spiritual. They knew this. Not kidding. Well, I mean, I'd found like pieces of paper pointing me directions, bottles saying go this way, and finding things. Just crazy stuff, right? So, okay, we got that, all right? It's getting late here. I'm tired because step late and turn out. Looks like I'm pushing another one, which is stupid. I'm going to spend half the day tomorrow tired, but this is important to me, okay? Oh, so here we have Lane and Wolf, dining and patio open. What is this? Frank and Lupe's old Mexico, but it was all swung around, but that's nothing big, okay? Artel's Grills, welcome me friends, amigos. Established 1980. They have one in Saco, New Mexico. Frank and Lupe's Old Mexico. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if that means Mexico. I don't know. I do speak Spanish. I really honor the Hispanic people. The Lord and the Creator and all them and the angels know that I have a very close relationship because, one, I can speak Spanish. Not great, but enough. And they're very wholesome people, very family oriented. Never have a lot of issues with them. Like every race or culture, you'll have some, but they're one of the race cultures that I consider different than a Caucasian white. That I get very comfortable with them. I'm serious. Compare them. Native Americans are nice too, depending on Hopis are really receptive. Navajos, kind of. It depends. I'm not trying to judge by the race, just by the way they present themselves. This is because their culture, how much they're around white people, what their experiences are. So that's why Hispanics really tend to take with me very easy compared to all the different ones, how the culture is nice. They do. Some of my roughest ones are surprisingly are blacks. They're black or white with you. I'm not kidding you. And no offense, I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just trying to tell you my experience. So don't judge. I know white people are trashy too and filthy. But I'm just saying that blacks are black or white with you. They either like you or don't. Within seconds, if you're a white guy. I have found very little in between. Very little. Hispanics can sometimes be in between. So I trust you. Native Americans, that's a big one. They is really in between until they really learn how to trust you. You have to really earn their trust. Okay. This is their culture upbringing on this thing like this. Okay, main dish. From the rabbit, lucky, main dish. I hope that doesn't mean we're all going to be eating. Because there's some out there saying, we're all just food and aliens are going to come and, like that movie V, come down and the ones that rapture are going to be taken alive and eaten, their soul and their flesh. They'll just be mined for that. Main dish, art one, art district. And the thing that's important, I just read that, it's purple. It's an art district, which is kind of cool. Arts, many arts, music. I play piano and there's arts and like that. So there's art one. The paper place, right? Rock, scissors, papers. Well, it's got a love in there, so that's kind of cool. There's a love I can see right through the window, right? The lady there, right? Okay. Carlson Creek Wine Tasting Room. Wildwood Gallery. Oh, that's where it's something really important I'm going to show you. That, oh my gosh, almost forgot. Colonius Hollander with us. This is fine. I'm just going to scan this real quick. Studio. My dad used to do photography with a studio. This looks like artwork. Yeah, it's a bunch of art in there. Okay. Oh, there's the Mona Lisa. You're kidding. Let's zoom in there to see if we have a Mandela effect in that. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. I can't really see. I'm going to have to take a photo at the same time. Let's see here. Like I said, look at this, 28 minutes. I'm sorry, it's going to take forever to upload this, but I have got to see. There's two different variants of this. Look at this. Mona Lisa. Both of those. I can't see smiling. The other one didn't have a smile. So we have a variation of Mona Lisa, which is very interesting. Take that in here. Somebody did a variation. Why would you variant the Mona Lisa? I mean, seriously, folks. Look at classical. Oh, you got an interesting checkerboard. It's black and white usually. Illuminati, as even the iPad Go 2. This has different colors of kind of like a checkerboard thing here. All right. Sometimes your creator talks to artists and things like that, music, whatever, or whatever, right? So you got to pay attention. There's a wizard thing up there. I thought it was Van Gogh, but it's not. It's a spiraling wizard, right? So anyway, what else we got? Faceless people. Well, I tell you, got soulless people and faceless people. A robot out of cans. All right. So, yeah, I'm getting tired, but that is too important to me. There's something really got to show you this. Blew my mind. Hopefully it's here. What do we have? Now, I can't remember the Mandela effect exactly on this. It's the David and God Genesis. I forgot who it wasn't Leonardo da Vinci, it wasn't Michelangelo, it was, who was the painter? Gosh, I forgot about it. I looked it up. I don't know why I'm not very good at this one. Okay. So down here, so you got the rabbit down to here, around the corner here. You know, you got the rabbit here, okay? That's just over here. And you got the wolf. And down here. So then you come around his corner here. And this is what blew my mind. I don't have to look at these streets, what they say. Oh my gosh, look right up here. You kidding me? Huh, really? In front of the seed, back up what? I guess it's Luke's floral. What? Really? I mean, seriously? And what's this business here? Wedding planning event coordinator. Wow, look at this thing. At the wedding. Is this talking about the wedding feast? You know, you're talking about wedding feast. God said he'll hold a wedding feast. You know. I don't know. Possible. I think about it. Rabbit hole, you get out of that, you survive all the evil, hate down the hall here. I don't know, the street. I've been walking the streets and fighting like crap. You know, Rhinestone Cowboy, I feel like that song. You know, Rhinestone Cowboy, you know, that's who you are, but you've been fighting on the streets for good. And Lord and Father and Lord and Creator, this, all this stuff. So you got the wedding, and then here you got the floral. Okay, so let's get back to this. Okay, so here you have, I'm not sure, I can't remember the Mandela effect on this one. I can't remember if they used to be originally touching fingers or, you know, they said that he has more of a limp wrist now or something. And it does look, oh no, this is Adam, not meant Adam. That's it, Adam and God. That's right. The Adam, that was the creation of Adam. Okay. And, you know, this was the creation of Adam right here. There's Adam, okay? Right? Okay? And then with the creation of Adam, we have, you know, God, which said never, that we can't, I said you can't even describe God, incomprehensible, indescribable, that I'm not sure you could even put a creator in a man's image. You know, said we're an image of God. Well, I'm not so sure about that, right? Because there would be, you know, there would be what we would say would be an image of God, right? But what bothers me about this offhand is, now I came in the Mandela effect. I mean, I thought they said that Adam was above God in this. And I'm trying to get an angle where you can actually see this. It's hard, you know what I mean? So I turn it like this, where he's actually below. So I have to spin this. I'll spin it the other way too. I hope that it doesn't the monitor. That it showed God kind of be low. So I don't know if this is residue. I'll have to look, or because I've just never really paid attention to this. I apologize. So maybe you can clarify that in the comments. That it showed, but you know, he does kind of look limp-wristed. But I think they said that David was above God, and after the Mandela effect came, but see, this one looks like maybe he's lower than him. I thought that his hand was more straight up though, to God. I thought I don't know if they're touching or not. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Just at the fingertips, right? The index finger. So anyway, so I'm gonna zoom into more on this stuff, the faces and stuff like this, just to see if there's any description. But what's interesting, so you have God, which is a man, but then he's got, instead of angels, he's got all these human beings all around him, right? Riding like a clamshell or something, you know what I mean? this whole thing, you know. So, but what it don't, which just kind of bothers me a little bit, not judging color, but it has gotten a pink, you know, like this pink, like a female-ish type, and not trying to be sexist or genderist, that, you know, blue is used for male and pink is for female. It's got this God, and I don't know if that's a Mandela effect, or I thought it used to be white. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be white, to be honest. It's kind of like Risky Business now, it's in pink. See, I don't think it's supposed to be pink. So I think this is the Mandela affected one, because I remember white, not pink. You're kidding me. So if you think that's true, let me know, because I don't know. So this would be Mandela affected one, right? So I'm going to zoom in here and take a photo even of this. So it's going to take a little long. It doesn't make sense to me, okay? There's Adam. And then you got God with them in pink. You know, I'm not laughing. I'm not trying to blaspheme. It's just like, these supposed to be white. Someone come up here this way so we can really, I'll go the other angle too so I can zoom in later. Remember, all this stuff's important. I think, Kirk, we over detailing. Yeah, you can't go too far, too detailed and stuff and lose your mind, right? Because I've seen people overanalyze. There's one guy even back in 400 years ago spent, trying to decode the Bible using numbers stuff. He spent his entire life, like 50 years, said, almost there. And he said every time he dug deeper, he found another hole. See, there's the thing that we're doing with the Mandela effect, or even myself, the rabbi. Every time I dug a hole, I found there's more to the story. I said, Jace, wait a minute. Am I there yet? So I think we're there. And the thing is, too, is more important, we just do what we need to do. You know. But anyway. So I'm going to come up here and get a little thing here as well. Okay. There's a lot to do here. And I don't want to, it's just so important. It's so much about my reality, finding my creator and showing love, and thank you, and things like that. Okay. Let's see what they got in the building here. They got photos here of that. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. 415 building. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 plus 1. I don't know. I'm starting to see if there's anything you can add numbers to that. But I don't know. Wish I had a number cruncher out here. I need one of you number crunchers out there. Oh, Kirk, that's what it means. Immediately, you know, but I hear numbers. I mean, here's so many numbers that cross-reference it almost to the point where I'm starting to think, God, you can take numbers in and slack them anyway. All right, got a blinking light. It's just so unusual to be there. So here we have the street here. Thank goodness got rid of the homeless guy. I told him to stay on the street. Darn sucker. So, Marshall. No, there's only things like Mars Hall. But I don't, oh, East 3rd. Oh, you kidding me? Because that's kind of Trinity. Right? You got them. In 7050. Lord half. I'm going to go through so I don't think I'm filming them and they cry. What's this guy doing here? And a lady statue.